My name's Darren, and I'm hiking the Appalachian Trail in 2020. I have pre-registered to start on March 15th. There are a couple of reasons why I'm hiking the Appalachian Trail, which I'm going to get into in this video. However, some of those better underlying reasons may come out as I'm actually hiking the trail, so stay tuned for that. Now, one of the big reasons is that I'm 6'4", over 300 pounds, and I feel like while I'm not the typical hiker, I do feel like there needs to be maybe a little better representation of just a normal person that might want to go out and hike. And I've watched so many videos in preparation for this research, and I watched people like Frozen, Dixie, Darwin, great advocates for hiking and huge names in the hiking community. Now all of those folks, they're fit. They started when they were fit, and so I feel like it might be just kind of nice to see somebody's progression, see my progression, as I begin to hike more and more, and just show off that anybody can do this. So another reason why I'm doing this is because ever since I was 15 years old, I wanted to be 30. Which sounds kind of silly, however, I didn't really connect well with people of my own age, and actually have had friends for the last 20 years who are typically older than me by about 10 years. And so I always was just surrounded by people who were a little older than me, and I always wanted to be an adult. And so now at 29 years old, about to turn 30 at the end of this year, I'm looking at it like I'm not in the position that I wanted to be when I was 15, thinking how great it would be to be 30, when I have some things both mentally and physically that I need to work out. And I know that through the trail, that's gonna be a great platform for me to be able to accomplish something like that. Another reason why I'm hiking this is because it all started with one simple picture. The viewpoint off of Table Rock State Park's hike, the Table Rock Trail, I believe is what it's called. Now that's just a 7-mile out and back trail to this really great viewpoint that the first time I attempted to hike that, I got halfway up. I don't even remember if I brought water, and I'm pretty sure it was in the middle of July too. It was hot, and it was not fun. However, even when I was done with that, I thought, when are we going again? The next time we went up there, we went all the way, we saw the view, it was tremendous, and then we ran out of water and had to ask for somebody else to give us some water on the way down, which has been sort of a common thing where a failure results in having to ask for somebody's help. But people on the trail are always great too. So there's been times where we've gotten turned around or maybe needed some resources from somebody, and people on the trail are just truly great. So one thing I do want to say is I've created an email account in lieu of that. So this email account is darrenhikes@gmail.com. That's DARREN hikes@gmail.com. That's going to be a great way, a very easy way for everybody or anybody to get in touch with me, whether you want to coordinate some trail magic, whether you're another hiker and perhaps you're starting around the same time. Maybe you've never camped alone. I've camped alone a few times, but perhaps in those first few days, if somebody wants to reach out to me and say, hey, let's hike the first couple of days together, maybe just to ease into it, I'm fine with that. I have a very loose plan on what I'm going to do on this hike. I don't have any real mileage goal or anything like that. I'd like to complete it before they close down Katahdin. So 6 months puts me somewhere in the middle of September to finish. If it takes a little longer than that, then so be it. Now another thing I've actually done is created a GoFundMe account as well. It's GoFundMe/F/Darren Hikes, same spelling. And that is just a way that I'm hoping that perhaps anybody and everybody who wants to donate anything that you can do so, and it just helps me out. I've done my best to save money and everything for the last year and a half as I've been planning this trip. However, any bit of help that maybe I can afford another night's stay at a hotel, or maybe afford a large pizza instead of a medium pizza, anything would help out, guys. And I truly do appreciate anything and everything you can do. It's always, of course, free to subscribe. I certainly would appreciate any subscribers that would be able to join me on this adventure. Any likes on a video, any dislikes on a video, any comments that you guys have. I truly will try to respond to every comment that I can. However, I know that on the trail, whether I'm hiking and just busy doing that, or whether I have service to be able to even see your comments is another thing. And when I'm in a hotel, exhausted on the Wi-Fi, and I fall asleep reading all y'all's comments, you know, hopefully I try to get to everybody. And if I don't get to you right away, I truly try to get to everybody as soon as possible. A couple other things. I do have all of my gear pretty much dialed in. I will go over that on a different video. I'll probably do a breakdown hike at least once. I'm gonna try to get out there and go somewhere. But I have a long drive to any sort of elevation, so it's definitely going to be a feat to be able to get out there before that, because I'm trying to work hard and save every penny I can until then. So anyways, if you would stay tuned, watch for me. I'll be doing many videos, probably within the next week or two. Probably go ahead and get the gear video rolled out to you guys. I appreciate you, and stay tuned.